What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another week of the Gamer Chat podcast. I'm your host, Dave Boy, and joining me, as always, is the lovely man himself, Joe. Joe, how you doing, bud?
I'm good, bud. How are you? I'm good. Really glad to be back. I'm looking forward to chatting, getting into all these juicy topics. Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
As always. So you asked me how I'm feeling. I have had probably one of the worst weeks I've probably had in quite a long time. Obviously, I'm happy I'm still healthy. Breathing, house over my head, shit like that. But let's just start off with Monday. So Monday, I had my foot surgery to fix my toe. So that happened. I managed to get it all sorted. So I took 2 days off of work to try and recover. So I played a lot of games and a lot of Crimson Desert during that time. And then Tuesday comes along, and I find out some terrible news about one of my friends who sadly passed away. My friend Brian, who I met through college, worked on multiple films. We were both actors slash producers and people just on the team of Celtic Badger Media. Brian was also a content creator. He had a TikTok, he had a YouTube. He basically reviewed figurines and had a podcast of himself called the Culture Cast Podcast. He had over 118 episodes, 119 episodes. Brian was one of the funniest people on set whenever we were together. Like, all he'd do was just make pun after pun after pun. Even though he was unfortunately born with a defect when he was born, that didn't stop him from living the best life that he possibly could. And we unfortunately lost him and said goodbye to him on the 3rd. It's that one cut deep, so finding out that information was tough. But I did my best to be there for the people that needed to be there. My partner, who I adore and love, has been there for me all week when I've needed her. But yeah, no, Brian will always be immortalized through his films with Celtic Badger Media, Passenger Zero, a film that he directed, and it was, I don't want to get too emotional over it. Brian was an amazing person. If you ever want to see his content, it'll be Brian's action reviews, figure reviews. And we will miss him quite dearly. And then Wednesday came along. I went to try and get my mind off things. I brought my niece to the cinema to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And so we went there, saw the movie. I'll give you a little quick review, I guess. This movie has almost basically no plot, but that's not why you're there. The plot is like non-existent, but however, if you're a fan of Nintendo and a fan of their games and a fan of the Super Mario games, this is nothing but an absolute just thrill ride for you. This movie is phenomenal. I enjoyed it so much, and I really, really wish that I'm going to see it again tonight. So
Are you really? Yeah, you must have enjoyed it. Did you ever see the Minecraft movie?
No. I've that's one game I never really played, was Minecraft. So yeah.
No, fair enough. No, I just wondered. I mean, I think I wouldn't be against seeing it, but I'd probably have to say like my nephew or something. I mean, I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to go there on my own. I'd look.
Of course. I mean, that was the perfect excuse to go see the Super Mario movie. Was bring my niece. So my partner.
Who are you going with tonight?
Me and my mates. We always go see anything game related or comic book related. Jason, who has been on the channel before, doing our E3 predictions and stuff like that, or Game Awards predictions, like we're going later on. And speaking of the Super Mario movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie has now earned 372.5 million in its global debut, which is absolutely massive. This movie is absolutely just shattering records, and I'd say this is going to be much, much better.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, because I saw reviews for it and people just slating it and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's one thing I've learned. Like, I don't really agree with a lot of critics. I think that they seem to be. I don't know. Let's not go into that. That's different top. That's a whole different fucking thing. Sorry. So I'll stay on topic. But yeah, I mean, like, it's I think part of it is a testament to the strength of the Mario IP, um, touching people who are of older of a Gen Xers and stuff like that, all the way down to the modern day like kids. Like it's got that appeal. I think everyone, well, people of all different age groups will go and see this somehow, or will watch it. Like, and it's just like the IP, really, like the Mario games. Like they they know no age. you know.
Absolutely, yeah. Like my parents know who Mario is. Like they grew up playing like the Super Mario game, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
40 years of Mario. So that is quite an accomplishment. And like people always like people like, oh, Xbox only has Halo and Gears and Forza. Like Nintendo's had Mario for quite a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
And
Yeah.
like one of the most recognizable franchises, in the entertainment system.
100%. Everyone knows Mario. People who don't game know Mario. Like it's one of those. It's like it's not quite as it's not quite Pokemon, but it's like it's up there in those sorts of like household names that it doesn't matter on the household, someone in that house knows about Mario, and well, someone likes or engages with Mario, and everyone else in the house has heard about it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, so I actually haven't seen it, but I probably will. I'll probably go and take my nephew or something. Like, um, if I go and see it in the cinema, if not, I definitely will catch it like when it's released later. So yeah.
yeah, no. And then after I brought my niece to the cinema, my wife, my partner, and I, we came home. She made some chocolate bars that had like cherry filling in it, and like she added like cherries into it. And when I bit into it, there was a cherry stone in the one of the cherries and broke my entire front tooth. So
Dude, that sounds awful.
it
Sorry,
it, it,
I'm not laughing. I'm just like I
it's
wasn't.
funny
I was
now.
like
It's funny
I'm not
now.
laughing because I know it's really bad, but like I'm laughing because like when you because I know that obviously we were texting and you mentioned to me what happened and stuff and like when you just started you were like my partner made some chocolate bars. I was thinking oh awesome. I was thinking what ones and then you said the cherry and I was like oh no.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah, man, that's awful.
yeah, it's rough, and like that just added to my whole week of like negativity. And
Mm.
then Thursday, I went to the dentist for an emergency visit. So that was like over 200 euro, just for him to tell me that he can't fix my tooth, that I need to get an implant in my front tooth. So yeah, that's going to be over 2,000 euro just for that one singular tooth to fix.
Yeah,
And
I guess someone's heading to Thailand or Turkey or somewhere like that.
absolutely, I've already made plans and getting prices. But yeah, no, that's just pretty shit. Being completely honest with you, like my partner felt so bad, but I was like, it's not your fault. Like you didn't know they were in there, so
Yeah. Also, it's not every day that you bite into a sweet and like you break your tooth. Like it just, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, especially a
um,
chocolate bar. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like I don't think. Yeah, you can't, she can't. I, obviously, she'll feel bad. Like who wouldn't? Like, but it's not. It's not her fault. So yeah, it's all
absolutely.
good.
Yeah. And then Friday came along. Finally led Brian to rest. We said our goodbyes, and then we
R.I.P.
do
By the way.
the
Sorry to hear that, man. Like,
yeah,
I know I said that to you just a lot of fair and stuff, but like,
yeah.
yeah.
But like got to meet some of my old friends, got to meet the Celtic Badger media team again, got to meet one of my other co-hosts, Jamie, like who also like we talk about games sometime. Jamie and I are actually going to be doing bracket a bracket video soon where it's going to be the best Xbox 360 versus best PlayStation 3 games.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, yeah. You have to shout me out when you guys are putting that live. I'll be interested in hearing that.
Absolutely, like that one is going to be recorded in the upcoming days, hopefully, depending on our
Nice.
schedules. And just been at work then every day and just finished work early yesterday. So usually I start work at 10 p.m. and I finish at 6 a.m. But because my store is closed on Easter Sunday, so I finished work at midnight. So I've been on that since midnight, and I like took a nap, ended up being a 6 hour nap, and then after that I woke up for like an hour, had something to eat, made some pancakes for the missus and then went back to
Mm.
sleep for another few hours, and then I've been playing Crimson Desert, and yeah, that's been my entire week. What about you? What have
Man,
you been up to?
you've had a bit of a roller coaster. Oh man, well I had work until um Thursday. It's was pretty busy, and nothing is like as emotionally taxing as you. Although I do have a toe, like a fleshy maraca at the moment. It's pretty swollen.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what happened to it. Like my missus seems to think it's something to do with my shoes. I think I don't know. I've been bitten by a snake or something. Um, but no, it's on a serious note. Yeah, my foot's a bit swollen from, and I'm looking forward to resting it for um, a little while. I mean, today I've been out and about and walking, and I made a roast dinner today. And if I do say so myself, it was the best roast dinner I've ever made. It was
all right.
very, very
So
good.
it's interesting when you say roast dinner. Okay, sorry to cut you off, but when you say you've had a roast dinner, what entails in your roast dinner?
Well, today I had chicken, but a roast dinner like you know pork, chicken, turkey, like beef, lamb.
So like, do
You know,
you like Yorkshire puddings, some
oh yeah, yeah,
gravy, some mash?
homemade Yorkshire pudding. No, I had roast potatoes.
Yeah, yeah,
Roast potatoes, roast carrots, roast parsnips, broccoli.
yeah. That sounds pretty nice, to be fair.
Everything was roasted except for the broccoli.
That's right. Did you steam it or did you boil it or?
I boiled it. Yeah,
Uh,
I boiled it because the thing is, I did a parboiled all my veg actually. It's just so
mm,
I could use the water for the gravy. But
that's
yeah,
fair.
what constant? What was it? Have you had like people like me recently? I've been like, what constitutes a roast dinner for you guys? It's like, well, it's obvious, isn't it? Like, but I guess maybe it's not. Like,
I don't know. Like for us in my family household growing up, like we would either have some sort of roast beef or we would have some roast chicken, and then we'd have depending. So like my mother would make like carrot and parsnip mash, some Yorkshire pudding, some
mm.
peas, things like that. Like we'd have sometimes we'd have roast potatoes that would be like honey glazed, and they're unbelievable.
Oh, yeah,
Things like that.
that's nice. Yeah, yeah.
So like
Mm.
that would be kind of the main type of roast that I'd have growing up. But like obviously
Mm.
everyone's completely different, so it's just curious to know.
Mm. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I don't know anyone. I guess for some people it's about the meat, but for others it's like the veg. About the roast veg.
Mm,
Because like some people like they have grilled meat and stuff like that. They grill the meat
yeah,
or something like that, or have a hog roast and stuff like that. But I guess technically that's still a roast, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things whereby maybe I don't think it differs too much from across like the UK and Ireland and stuff, but maybe across Europe it's in America it differs slightly. I mean, I've never even heard like an American use the term "Oh, I'm having a roast dinner."
or even a Sunday
Like,
roast. Like
yeah, I've never heard that used by an American. I mean, it's not the sort of thing that comes up massively in conversation. Like, I don't. The most of the time when I'm speaking to Americans, it's during the week for work, so it's not really. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying. I was like, oh, I had a banging Sunday roast. No, I've never heard that. But hey ho. Anyway,
yeah,
but yeah, man, it was really good. And to be fair, I've got brookies in the oven as we speak. Well, the missus is on it. I made it. So I made honestly, I was like on some kind of like mission today, like doing all the cooking and everything like that. And I, while I was sort of like in an in between phase, I managed to prep a cookie dough and brownie mix to make brookies.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm very really looking forward to those.
yeah. No, I'm happy for you. Like I have my wife is Brazilian, so we basically she's made like Easter eggs like from scratch, so she made the mold, but
Whoa!
they do like their way of making Easter eggs is a bit more different than ours, where like ours is kind of just like the empty hollow shell. Like
Mm.
they make two sides of it, and then like they use a filling. So over there, they've got like this thing called brigadeiro, which is basically like a thick chocolate ganache that they fill the Easter egg with,
Sounds
and
so good.
then they like add bits and pieces on top of it. And they, I going to have that tonight after I come back from the cinema because she's making some spaghetti like tagliatelle pasta with white sauce and salmon. So I'm looking forward to that when I come home. And
Damn, man, I've got to get myself over to Brazil. Find some of these chocolate eggs that you're banging on about. That is very nice.
yeah, no, they're crazy, bro. Like when it comes to the chocolate stuff over there, it's insane.
Yeah.
But shall we talk about what we've been playing?
Yeah, man. What have you been playing? Dare I ask?
It's a small game that came out recently that sold, I think, 4 million copies at the moment. Crimson Desert. That's what I've been mainly
Yeah.
playing. So,
Yeah.
as I said last week, I was enjoying it. I love the exploration. Like, I can easily say this is my game of the year so far. Uh,
Wow.
the exploration in this game and the puzzles. Like, there was this. I accidentally stabbed a wall when I was
Yeah.
like looking around to look for something, and like the wall basically, while hanging on the wall and stabbing it, the wall like basically rotated 180 degrees, and I went inside of the castle's like secret area that I
Whoa!
unintentionally. And like,
That's so
there's
cool.
so many things. I honestly think you might
Something
enjoy
like
this.
Hogwarts, dude. I'm going. Honestly, I'm 100% going to.
This game's
The reason for me playing it is not been because that's not my type of game. We know this. We know that it is. Like,
yeah,
it's just. To be fair, this weekend would have been perfect. But what I think I'd do is I'll probably do it when the missus is away or something later in the year, like, and just really sink some like solid hours into it. But yeah, no, go on, dude. That sounds proper cool. Like the whole accidental discovery of a secret passage. I love that shit, man. That
yeah,
sounds
no, it
I'm
is
all about that.
insane. Like, I cannot
Yeah,
stress how amazing that this game is, just from the world building and the crafting. Like, what would have I told you that I have 40 hours in this game? I've only got 2 trophies, and what I've been currently doing is attending to my farm and planting tree seeds. That's what that's what I've
that's
been doing.
awesome. Oh
Yeah,
man, I can get behind that. It doesn't surprise me that you've played that amount of time. Dude, I put in like over 1,000 hours on Elder Scrolls Online, and I got like 250 Gs of achievements. It's
yeah,
not. Do you know what I mean? Like, or maybe it was like 255 or something. It was just because the achievements are for weird things in some games, but I don't know about this one.
yeah. No, this
Um,
one I'm not sure how it's supposed to go exactly, because it says I've got on the golden path. I have 35% of the main story complete. I'm just started chapter 6. So like, there's a lot to be done. Like, and I've been trying to explore the map. I'm going, like, there are certain areas of the map I can't get to without story progression. So I've just been kind of chipping away at it. So I've been playing more of the
yeah,
campaign to unlock more stuff and like break away to
yeah,
do
yeah,
other
yeah,
stuff. But
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the armor sets in this game, man, are some of the coolest armor sets I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah,
And
it
I like,
does look. It's a very, very visually impressive um, game. I think.
yeah, no, when I was playing this on the PlayStation, base PlayStation, I can tell there's like certain areas I was in, and there was a lot of frame drops from
Okay.
just like the excessive amount of enemies that are on the screen at the same time. It kind of feels like an Onimusha, not an Onimusha, sorry. What are those games called? The Dynasty Warrior games. That's it.
Hmm.
Like, it's been like that. And of course, like this game. If I didn't like enjoy so many games, like, this game could probably last me the entire year easily.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been in 2 sections of the map, and there's like 4 or 5 in total, and like I can't wait to explore more of this game. Like I'm gonna play it again tonight, maybe. Well, I might actually stream tonight because I've been prepping some stuff on my Switch to stream some Pokemon. I was supposed to do it the other day, but obviously got bad news. Plus my tooth. Plus I was just kind of all over the place last week. And the other game I've been playing is some Marathon. Of course, it's a game I've been chipping away at. I've been playing with my
Yeah.
mates, so I enjoy this game. Like every run is completely different. Like I we literally went into a map on Dire Marsh, if anyone knows what it is. Like we literally were following this team that like we were following like 100 meters behind this team being stealthy, and we see them like meet up with another team and they're shooting off each, like just having a shootout against each other outside one of the map key rooms. So like when all of them kind of when they kind of like quieted down a bit, then we just came in and just cleared house. Then we took all their loot plus the keys and opened the doors, and then we met another team as well, and we basically wiped the entire map of the PvP players. And then we started doing the lockdown, which is like the main thing on that map where you get good loot. And
Yeah.
I managed to get some prestige items, which is the golden items, which is the second best in the game. Red being the best, but you rarely see them unless you're doing cryo archive. But yeah, no, I just love playing that game. Bungie the best at first person shooters. So that, and another game I have been playing kind of low key on my PlayStation Portal has been Jack 3.
Oh, okay.
So I've been playing some Jack and
Jack
Daxter.
3.
Yeah. Trying to get the platinum in it. I'm like 3 trophies off the platinum, so I'm replaying through the game again just to enjoy something, you
Oh,
know.
Jack 3. Yes, yeah, I do know. Oh, okay, nice. How far? 3 trophies. What ones do you have missing?
It's like uh basically collecting like certain precursor eggs. Like you have to collect like 600 of them, and I've like
Oh, okay.
left that to the end to do. So
Oh man, you know what? I used to hate having to do things like that at the end and being like, oh god. Um, yeah, like I don't know about you, but so I used to be like one of those people who like I'd start a game and I'd be like playing it like a super completionist,
mhm.
like going through everything, doing everything, exploring everywhere, trying to make sure I got all the achievements and stuff like that. And then like I'd get carried away and get ahead of myself, and then end up being like, oh no, I've missed 2 achievements, and it's just like you can't really go back
Yeah,
um, to get them and all that, and I'll be like, oh, fuck it. And just like go through the game normally and be like, I missed loads of achievements at the end, but it's like going through and it's like got all of the like the found all of the little hidden items, got all of these things, and then you miss a couple and you can't do it, and there's like 90 of them, and you're never ever gonna get those two unless you go back and start the game again and find it. Oh, just yeah. That's me. That's me. I'm that gamer. Pity that guy.
that's me when I
Um,
play Assassin's Creed games. Unfortunately,
is it? Yeah, man. Assassin's Creed are notorious for it, though.
yeah,
They rely on that happening to you for replayability, I think.
yeah. But I plan on streaming a lot more, so I'll be playing. My streams will be very Nintendo focused.
Love it.
So I have plans. Obviously, we're getting the Pokemon stream soon, so I'll be playing Leaf Green.
Hell yeah.
After I play that, we will be starting Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Talk dirty to me.
I've never played Ocarina, so I will be looking
I
forward to
know,
playing
yeah,
it.
I remember you saying last week. Oh man, I can't believe you never played. Dude, you're in for such a treat. Hang on a
Yeah,
moment. Are you playing like old school Ocarina? Are you going to play the one when it supposedly comes out this year?
I'm playing the old school one, and like so I can get myself acquainted with it.
Oh, okay. Fair play. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mate, honestly. So, me and Kyle back in Game Hub days, that we did like a March Madness on best video games of all time. And like, obviously, that is the highest rated game on Metacritic.
yeah, which is
Ocarina of
insane.
Time. It's insane. And I will say this for good reason. It's incredible. Don't get me wrong, like, it's an old game now, but like you can go back and play it and it still kind of holds up. Like graphics are not the most important thing to a game. that being said, I know a lot of kids nowadays won't go back and play it. Like they're saying, like, oh, I can't go back and play. Like my nephew, like can't go back and play something that old. And obviously, then when he's seen that the whole sort of like, there's a, he's like, oh, okay, I might play this now. I'm like, you absolutely, oh, you should have played it already.
Yeah, like that was me with the Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, we're getting the third one announced later this year,
Hmm.
but I played through the part one, so Final Fantasy VII Remake. I played through that.
Yeah.
Then I played through the original PS1 game. Played through that,
Oh,
and then I played through Rebirth, and now I'm looking forward to the third part of that series because that'll be the
hmm.
final one, and that's the whole game closed up.
Nice.
Um,
Oh,
but yeah,
nice.
has there been any other games you've been playing, or
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I've been playing a few. So speaking about old PS1 games, I've been playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of, and the Philosopher's Stone from PS1.
yeah?
Been playing that. I've been what I haven't, but I've recently bought like loads of old school Warcraft games. Like the original game, the Burning Crusade, the Wrath of the Ice Lich, and Cataclysm deals. I bought them all in one go, so it's made me really
Nerd.
want to
Sorry.
get back into that. I know, yeah. I swear I'm not a virgin. No, seriously, it's. I just thought, oh, yeah, I've got to get those. Can't even play them because they're all discs and everything like that. But it did come with all the manuals and everything, and it looks very, very pretty. It's made me want to get back into WoW. Um, and what else have I been playing? Pokemon Silver, and I have been playing a lot of Everwind as well, which, by the way, is incredible. Everwind, like, have we spoken about this game? Did I speak? I think I was playing it last
Yes,
time.
yes, you have,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. Honestly, man, you should. I highly recommend if you can, if you don't mind like blocky get. So it's block builders and stuff, but it's like it's Minecraft meets Skyrim meets Tears of the Kingdom. So
I'm just trying to grasp
you
that
can
information.
you like build and craft and blocks and everything like that, like you do in Minecraft, and you have enemies that look kind of like Minecrafty, but it's like a survival game. It's like survival RPG elements and the like Skyrim, and obviously you can make and craft better armors and stuff like that, which obviously there is in Minecraft too, but it's a bit more Skyrim-y. Like the combat feels like Skyrim combat, to be fair, like the sword and the shield and everything like that. It's better than just Minecraft. I feel there's some weight to it and stuff. Like the block mechanic is really, really good. Like you can like swing and then block quite quickly and stuff. There's magic and there's lock picking and all sorts of things like that. And then like the map, it's like it's so you have to like fly around this airship and you can build stuff and like create sort of like gadgets and stuff like you can in Tears of the Kingdom. But also like the map is like it's the verticality in it is like it's set in your like obviously there's the ground floor like with islands and the sea and stuff, and there's floating islands which you have to get around to and go and explore and stuff. It's extremely cool. It's like 17 quid, maybe what, 24 euros or something. You should absolutely get on and buy it if you yeah, if you want to play it. It's in early access at the moment, so it's only going to be have more stuff, and it's like it's by um it's published by one of my partner studios. It's really good.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I have like I remember you told me about it. Like I don't know, I think it was like almost a month ago you told me about this game.
Yeah, it was just going to come out in a couple of weeks' time at that point, I think. Came out like early March, mid March, I think, maybe, or something like that. Yeah, like, and maybe the 17th of March it came out. Yeah, I started playing it like a couple of weeks ago, and it's extraordinarily. I honestly, I knew, and it's online co-op too. I knew I would like it. I just didn't realize I would like it this much.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's extremely good. Yeah, I'm having a really good time playing, and that is probably why I haven't jumped into Crimson Desert, because I have been enjoying that game so much. Like Everwind, that is. So yeah, and it's, do you know what I mean? It's I don't know how many hours I've got in so far, like 12 hours or something like that. Like I think it's yeah, it must be about 12 hours, and I'm just I'm taking my time. I'm having a really good time playing it. I'm exploring seriously, and there are like hidden like secret. So you can like if you're exploring, you can just obviously destroy blocks, and then suddenly there's like hidden rooms, which is really cool and stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to playing it more. Hopefully with my buddy John Wood, and I think we're going to be playing some of that tomorrow. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Is there any other games you're playing right now?
Not at the moment. Apart from the ones I mentioned, obviously, like, but they're sort of like older games, like on the 3DS and stuff like that.
Okay,
I
awesome.
I would play Fire Red or Leaf Green like you, but I'm already playing Pokemon Soul Silver,
Silver,
so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like, I I want to say that my Twitch streams will be very very Nintendo heavy because I have the subscription service on there, and there's so many games I felt like I missed through the N64 days because I didn't have an
Mm.
N64 growing up, so I'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
playing through all of them. But
nice.
I had like I know I've had a very down week and stuff like that, but I know that you've also had a down week when it's come to football.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. Let's yeah, my team. I think my manager's gonna go from Liverpool.
And I
Old
it
the
just
the the bald hawk tour. Arnie Slot. I think he's going to be off. Sadly for him. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, I'm one of those people that when he's on that pitch, like all of the players, you support them and you give him your unwavering support. But I don't think he's the manager um, for us. I think he's lost the dressing room.
yeah, no,
Um,
it's very very obvious. Like,
yeah, I
and
think he's
with
lost the dressing
Salah
room. And
leaving, like at the end
mm,
of the season, like
yeah.
you can just tell that there's just there's nothing there, you know.
Mm, mm. Indeed, yeah, I know. Yeah, we are not doing so well, and our result in the FA Cup to City was an embarrassment and shameful. But I know another team that has not got an embarrassing or a shameful result so far in their game. How are your beloved Leeds doing, my man, on the other side, the other coast of England?
Yeah, the pride of Yorkshire. But we're currently playing in London at the moment at West Ham. We are currently 1-0 up, but we've had one of our main players like kind of injured. So if you do hear me like let out a scream or a random yelp at one point, you'll know we've either scored or we're losing or drawing. But right now it's still 1-0. The second half just began. Uh, but this game means that we could get our first semi-final in over 20 plus years, which I'm very excited for. But
Is that was the last semi final you were in the Champions League semi final in like 2001 or something?
yeah,
Dude.
yeah, it's been a while. People forget how much of a big club we are, but you know, we'll be back.
No, no, I know, I don't. I remember it very well. Like, when I remember when, like the late '90s and turn of the millennium, like Leeds were up there. Like, what was it? You were like top of the league, and you'd had been in the Champions League semi-final or something like that the year beforehand. You were top of the league, and then something happened, and then you didn't win another game again, and went and got relegated. I was like, what happened? You had
Yeah,
like Mark Viduka, you had Alan Smith, you had some. What was it? Is it? Um,
we had Rio Ferdinand, we had Eric Cantona, we had
yeah, man, you had
one,
some fantastic players. Is it Hasselbank? Was
yeah,
he at Leeds?
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was quality. Yeah, yeah,
Tony
yeah, man. You,
Yeboah. There
yeah.
are so many iconic Premier League players like Robbie Fowler, also played for
Mm.
Leeds. Robbie Keane also played for Leeds.
Oh,
You know,
mate. Yeah, Robbie Keane.
like so many of these amazing footballers all played for Leeds, but because of our ownership at the time, the entire thing went down. And just yeah, it took our team a long time to recover from that. But
Yeah.
enough of that. I think it's time to get into some gaming news. That the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that
yeah.
we are 34 minutes in, so you know, I think it's time to talk about some gaming news. So, where would you like to start this week? You want to start
Well,
with something crazy? You want to start with something?
Well,
Exciting or
we've just been talking about my football club who have been having their problems. So I'd like to talk. I'd like to talk about a certain gaming studio that's been having some well documented problems again. um, and 343 Industries.
yes,
Um,
absolutely. Halo Studios, as it's known as now.
yes.
So Glenn Israel, back in I want to say at some point last year, he put out a post on like LinkedIn saying that like he had some information about some things that he will talk about at some point next year, which was this
Mm.
year that we're talking about now. And like back
Yeah.
then, people didn't kind of know what exactly he was talking about, which has led to some major concerns for the studio of Halo Studios. So, will I read out his post that he put up? Will I?
Yeah. You should. Yeah. Sorry. I
Yeah,
was waiting for you to go and do it. Yeah.
I don't
Please
know.
do.
So, under the revised code of Washington, Title 49, Chapter 44, Section 211, I allege the following: that between January 2024 and June 2025, I witnessed firsthand and was personally subjected to numerous unethical and unlawful acts committed by senior Halo Studios representatives, including not in brackets not but not limited
Limited.
to
Yeah.
blacklisting, fraud, rampant favoritism, manifesting as hiring and career growth interference, and multiple harassment campaigns designed to provoke the constructive discharge of unwanted employees otherwise in good standing. That after filing several document complaints with Microsoft's Human Resource Department in June 2025, a senior global employee's relative, Jur, uh, threatened retaliation on first contact and promised to quench any further investigation. That Halo Senior Studios representative engaged in a 4-day long act of harassment intended to manufacture a cause of my termination in July 2025. That the aforementioned Jur representative supervised and Microsoft Business Conduct and Compliance Department were provided daily visible and failed to take any appropriate disruptive action during the act nor punitive action afterward. This is going to go on for another bit because there's still a few ones
That's
because
fine.
this.
Yeah. Keep going. No, that's interesting. Go on.
So that complaint escalated to the BRI, and Microsoft's workplace investigation team were reported closed by the aforementioned Jur representative, when in fact they had been returned as out of scope. That in August 2025, the catastrophic mismanagement of Halo's campaign Evolve created an opportunity for senior Halo representatives to temporarily resign at the art team for my unannounced project and falsely characterized my role as redundant, a plain retaliatory act. That in September 2025, a Jur director promised to have his retaliation investigated and then disallowed any consideration of the original complaint, subsequent harassment, or actions taken by the Jur representative. That between June and October 2025, Jur, the BRI, and the WIT failed to carry out even the most cursory investigation by refusing to interview primary witnesses cited in the original complaints. That between September and November 2025, Microsoft openly violated the RCW 41.12.250 and since has made no attempt of meeting any of its penalty obligations. This was by Glenn Ezrell, the art director. This has put up quite a stir over the last few days. And as
Mm.
previously noted, this was something that he mentioned last year. And I presume that outburst back when that original comic came out has all led to this.
Mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Halo Combat Evolved kind of in trouble again? Joe,
Ah,
I want you to give
yeah.
me your honest opinion.
I can give you my honest opinion. First of all, I need to give you a little bit of background of things I know for a fact. Um, well, first of all, there are a lot of people in gaming who talk a big talk
Yeah,
and are very political. Um, they um, give credence to the phrase "success has many fathers, failure is a bastard," um, and they are very good um, at moving up ladders. Not very good, but they are heavily reliant upon other people being talented and doing a lot of work. And it's all very well. You do need these people in, like you need people to you need sort of ladder climbers and sort of people who can sort of influence uh, and achieve and engineer outcomes. But you actually also need more what me and my business partner Rob like to call doers, people who actually do shit. And actually, and gaming is rife with these talkers, not doers.
yeah.
There's a lot of people. I'm actually baffled, and I'm not talking necessarily about Microsoft, by the way. I'm just talking about gaming broadly. I'm actually
Hmm.
baffled at the amount of people in gaming who seem to just not understand how to make money, and how to and just problems and issues. Uh, Microsoft and 343 that studio's had problems for a very 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 long time, or Halo Studios whatever. Now let's, I mean, I think back to when um Halo Infinite launched, and do you know, I'm fairly certain something similar happened. There's like political stuff coming out of the studio, um and
Toxic positivity.
yeah, I know. I mean, to be honest with you, like it speaks to systematic problems in that specific studio. Again, I'm not necessarily talking about Microsoft as a whole, but Microsoft are a very 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 corporate animal. And if you are a politician, you can get way more. Um, Even if you might not be good at your job, but if you are a good politician, you can be okay, and and keep your jobs and your roles. And yeah, it's there's larger organizations and corporations like Microsoft. It's easier for these people to get by, and thrive because you're in against a load of people. And yeah, if you're clever enough, like, or to play the system, then you can do it. I could never work for a corporation like Microsoft now. I just um I just couldn't. I can't deal with politics. I just tell people to fuck off. Um,
That's fair.
so yeah. I can't be asked for that anymore. Like, there's a time where maybe I would have stomached it, and very nearly did actually. But that's another. But I'm very low tolerant for people like that. I will tell them where to fuck off, too. Um, I think that um, so there's the backstory, and this is rife in gaming. Gaming is very very dirty. The other stuff that was mentioned about fraud and stuff like that, I would not. I don't know if it's true. I have no idea, but it would not surprise me if it is. I've seen and heard, and I can't name any names because I could be. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't have documented physical proof necessarily. But there's some dirty people in gaming. And there's some, and I try and I always try and keep those people and those uh people at arm's length. And there's, yeah,
Yeah.
certainly there's a lot of dirty people in gaming, and so none of this would surprise me if it's true.
Yeah.
I don't no idea if it is true, but it wouldn't surprise me if it is. That being said, when people when employees come out like this and they set the place on fire, that also speaks certain volumes about them to me.
Hmm.
Um, Me too. So do I believe it? Yeah, probably most of it. I mean, it seems relatively reasonable and within in keeping with recent history in the studio uh in terms of what we've seen before. And having said that, when the disgruntled employees come out and start setting the place on fire, you have to take it also with a pinch, or some bits with a pinch of salt. I do think that the game Head of Combat Evolved will probably be fine, but it does make me worry for any future versions of Halo, um, and Halo Next, if you like. What do you think, man? Like, I mean, I know I've been sort of monologuing here for a little
No,
while,
no, I love it when you
but like,
speak.
I have like, um, there was a lot of sort of context for why I have that opinion, and I thought it important just to mention it to you.
Absolutely, it's
Um,
fine. Like this is why we talk. I'd like us to think that we're both kind of well entwined with gaming, and like
mm,
we know what happens, but in some studios where we know everything about so many studios that like a normal person wouldn't, you know,
mm,
like it's like there's people that play Halo games that'll never know the name of a Halo studio or like that's or what it's like if it was True for
mm,
Tree anything like that. So, but I feel like Halo just never seems to ever catch a break when something about it comes around. Like, let's start with Halo 4. It was an okay
yeah,
game. Uh, then we go to Halo Anniversary, the Combat Evolved Anniversary.
yeah.
It was meh, like
Mm.
Halo 5.
Meh. Halo 5 is the worst one in my opinion. I thought Halo Infinite was okay. Halo 5 was not good.
And
I,
then we have the Halo Master Chief Collection that didn't work for
yeah,
over 4 years.
dude. Yeah, I remember giving up on that game thinking this thing's broken.
And
Um,
most importantly, don't forget about the Halo TV show. It's an IP that
I
they
know.
just don't seem to actually give care to. Look
Mm.
at Fallout right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but thankfully you have God Howard, who's very and other people in Bethesda who are very and you think about it as well. That I mean, people probably saw the Last of Us TV show launch after all the other stuff, and like seeing how true for the most part they stuck to that lore and that story and respecting source material and things like that. Everyone was banging on about the whole Rings of Power thing and it not sticking to the source material. Um, and
Hmm.
I'm there. I actually fully agree with that. And like
Absolutely, I do
just
too,
like
but I still
yeah,
like it.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying it can't still be good, but you need to. I think it's really important that, and I think it speaks to a lot of egos in the world that they think they can rewrite law, like
Hmm.
existing law. It's like I'm sorry, but you can rewrite and you can write new stories, but you can't rewrite law. That's that's. Do you know what I mean? That's not anyway. Yeah, let's not get into that.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that
no, but that's a really good thing that you said because I think we should kind of move on to the next topic that I have here in regarding something that is like exactly what we're saying. So, Mass Effect, we know that there's a TV show coming, correct?
yeah, yeah.
So, the Amazon's new TV head requested that Mass Effect series should be rewritten to appeal to non-gamers. Green light has been given for the series. So, I just read this little article here that I have regarding
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
statements like
do it.
that.
Read through it. I mean, for a start, I immediately want to give that guy like a massive slap round the face and tell him to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
But go on.
So, people are. No, let's go down here. So, it's quiet at Amazon. Back in 2018, 4 months after Jennifer Sulk replaced Roy Price as the head of Amazon TV and business, uh, the former NBC Entertainment president had already filled out her executive ranks, had ordered Jordan Peele's Hunters, Gillian Flynn's Utopia, and cut to today. Today, more than 6 months after Netflix's longtime head of U.S. and Canadian script series, Peter Friedlander, was named as the global TV the head of global television. Hollywood is still waiting to learn of his vision for the streamer. I don't exactly know what this has got to do with it. I'm just kind of reading through this now, and half it doesn't even make sense. So let me just like read through. Let's just okay. So today, why Freelander still hasn't named a number two, and who's not in the mix, despite rumors, despite his effort to flatten Amazon's bloated structure, who's been pushed out, exclusive reportings on the status of the Rings of Power and the Citadel. Yes, this guy basically says that he's basically going against the fact of what Mass Effect is, and as we just spoke about, basically Fallout TV series, it's something that follows its source material. Like obviously the source material in the game is diverse between multiple different games, and the Mass Effect is a trilogy. We're not going to talk about Andromeda. Like these are very lore heavy things that if given the right source material, which should be followed by the first three games, like even if it's not a Shepherd or people will still find that good. Look at The Last of Us. The Last of Us TV show is one of the number one rated TV shows gaming wise, and like people who've never touched a game in their lives that are like in their like 40s, 50s, 60s, thinking that this is an amazing show. Season 1, of course, because it like heavily follows the source material. Like doing this type of thing is already trying to rewrite the script before the game, before you've even greenlit anything else, is absolutely diabolical and going to be an absolute failure for the TV,
it's going to be a train wreck. This is just it. This is it, right? So the thing is, these games, the writing and the story is extremely good anyway, right? For these games, right? So, and the thing is, people they are written for people who are non-gamers, right? But the thing is, non-gamers and the non-gamers would enjoy those stories, but they just don't want to play the game to get the story. So you don't need to make it appropriate for, because it already fucking is, you dumbass. Sorry.
Absolutely. No. I love the passion.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. But I do need to I don't know who I'm really calling it. It's probably a very, very, very smart individual, smarter than me. But they just they don't understand games. And this person clearly doesn't play games, because if they did play games like Mass Effect, they know that they already are like written for people who don't like games. It's just you don't like playing games, so you don't know what you don't know the story. So yeah. Anyway,
but yeah, no, like
run over, but like it really winds me up
for it, but like I was quite excited for the TV show. Now I'm not too sure anymore, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I'm going to reserve judgment, as I will Harry Potter and all those other ones where there's like they're making some questionable decisions, because ultimately it's not out yet, and I will reserve judgment. But it's things like that which makes you just think these people are not in touch with these IP and what makes them great, and it makes you really, really concerned. They might be surrounded by other people who are, maybe, which might mean we never know, there's no problem and it's fantastic, and it might well be, and I hope that proves to be the case, but I just don't think it will. But yeah.
But let's move back to Xbox with something that to me is a tad bit concerning, but also good at the same time. State of Decay 3. We finally got an announcement, some more new information, and pre-alpha screenshots about the game. So the game, I've gotten this over from Clobrile. Is that the guy's name over on?
Eyebrow, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So he's putting some bullet
This
points
guy with the
from.
squirrel
Yeah,
picture, I think.
exactly. The squirrel conquer. How dare you say the squirrel?
The squirrel, yeah.
The game is set
Uh,
years into the future after an initial outbreak. Player council providing feedback on playable builds behind screen for over a year. So people have been working away at this. The plague remains a central evolution threat in the game. Zombies and special infected have evolved, example including returning types like juggernauts and bloaters, plus new variations. Combat has been significantly upgraded with more responsive locomotion and fluid movement. Crafting and building lean into a post-scarcity scavenging vibe where players improvise in a world that's already heavily looted. So basically, it's things are dire out there. Is basically what it's hinting at.
yeah.
Multiplayer supports up to four-player co-op, truly shared open world untethered. So basically, untethered means you couldn't go to opposite sides of the map in the open world. So, say for instance, like a Lego game. Do you know the way in Lego games, if you're playing two player, it's kind of hard for both players to go to opposite sides to kind of stick very close. So it's good that they've removed that. That was what was in State of Decay 2. Wasn't the best. Players can start in different locations and explore more independently while contributing towards a shared experience. That's massive. The solo experience is still a major focus. The studio expects most players will play alone and feels complete in satisfying its on its own. And then lastly here it says Undead Labs position on State of Decay 3 as the biggest evolution in the series yet, building on the systematic depth of the first two games while expanding the world, co-op freedom, combat feel, and emotional storytelling. So that's all well and good. But why the fuck is this an alpha stage of this game that we've been expecting for more than 8 years now?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. That game, that studio. I'll caveat this, by the way. State of Decay is and Undead Labs. They've always been a AA studio so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they've obviously had ambitions to do more and then broadly increase the scope. And those have taken time, and credit to Microsoft where it's due. Obviously, have given them that time,
which I'm very surprised with, by the way. Sorry for cutting you off.
Me too, because they haven't given plenty of others the time, having closed down others. But they've done this with Undead Labs, and you know, I hope that it is. Yes, it's only. Look. Does this mean that if we're not? This game is not until 2027, probably
earliest.
Yeah, but I mean, what it does mean is that there's potentially some good stuff coming in here. Now, my problem with State of Decay has always been like I felt, even though it's never really been that, I feel like it's needed an overarching story and stuff, and it's had bits of like make your own story, I guess, but I feel like it's always needed an overarching story for you to work towards and complete, and it's just never really had that. It's had some great mechanics and like a lot, and it's been very, very cool, but yeah, it's just been missing that for me, and I really hope that they bring that for this. The game, I did think it would look a little bit better than it would. I know this is pre-alpha footage, but I did think it might look a little bit better, but maybe they've made some visual sacrifices, if you like, to bring us more fleshed out mechanics and stuff like that, which is always great in these types of games. Yeah, I'm excited by it. I haven't signed up, but I'm in no hurry to. For me, with this game, I think I would rather wait around a little bit and play one of the later ones, or like a beta or something like that, or a demo, a little bit further along, because I'm hyped for the game and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I basically I have no. To be fair, I wouldn't have the time to play it anyway if I got through it. I've got through it. Like I'm struggling to find time to play games at the moment. So yeah, I would. I know I wouldn't. But I am excited for it. I'm not concerned, but
Hmm.
I am a bit frustrated that it's taking so long.
Absolutely. Like one thing that the article they don't really talk about, but some information I guess I can give is this game has been reset like twice, as well as the fact that Obsidian have been heavily involved, along with some of the coalition have also been involved with helping with this
Okay.
game, and
Okay.
it's going to be hard to see. And I really want to go completely off track, but Leeds have a penalty, and I'm going crazy here on watching
Oh,
it
go
on
on. Yeah.
set.
Let's everyone. Let's pause
So
it
so
while Dave gets his.
so Calvert Lewin sits on the spot. He's missed his last two penalties. Areola's danced around on the goal. Leeds could go 2 up, and Leeds score. Let's go
Yeah.
2-0. Finally.
That's got to be game over now, surely, because in
75
terms
minutes
of
in. So,
you would hope.
yeah, yeah.
I know stranger things have happened, but West
Absolutely,
Ham
yeah.
are not.
This is huge for Leeds because we still have to play them in the Premier League. Anyway, that's done. Well done, Leeds.
Yeah,
Hopefully there'll be more to come. But anyway, back to my train of thought. Yeah,
yeah,
so State of Decay 3. I feel like this is going to be another game. It needs a single player element that needs to be really strong if it wants to try and build some
yeah.
sort
A
of
story or
people.
something, right?
Yeah,
Something like
because
that.
honestly, if it is a case where we go down the same route as like for instance, with how long this game has been in development, okay, and developmental
Mm.
hell that it's had, plus the rewriting of it and basically changing it up, how many players do you think Concurrent needs to get for a while?
Concurrent. It needs to be above 10 million, uh, and hold that level for some time. No, no, 10 million. Sorry, concurrent. No, it needs to get to. It needs to cross 10 million, and it needs to hold. It needs to hold oh, over 500,000, I think, across all platforms. Because that's is it going to be?
It'll be
It hasn't been
multi-platform.
announced.
It won't. It hasn't been announced, but it will be multi-platform.
Yeah, you would think now, especially
Hmm.
with that and the whole multiplayer. I mean, yeah,
But
it needs to hold over 500,000 across all platforms. For a while,
I
for a
think
good month or so.
I'm thinking maybe even 250,000 concurrent for a year is pretty good. Like obviously get
Yeah,
close
I
to
was
a
thinking the
mil.
first 3 months or
Yeah,
first 3 months or something.
like
But
I'd say
yeah,
like get like almost close to like a million downloads in like the first 5 6 months, and obviously there will be a drop off at some point depending on when this game releases.
mm,
And also because this is something that Microsoft do, which they basically punish themselves, is releasing too many games so close together. So this could be something that could
mm.
be chewed up by another game that they release. So
Yeah,
and
potentially,
we've
yeah.
seen it multiple times happen. Like Halo Infinite and
Mm,
Forza Horizon 5 was a good example back then. But yeah, no, State of Decay. I've signed up for the alpha.
mm.
Obviously, like you were talking mentioning there about the graphics. I don't care much about that when it comes to the alpha because I
I
I
agree with you.
I I
Yeah,
have
no,
I have like my footage from the alpha of Marathon, and if you look at that now, like the game is
oh yeah,
drastic
yeah.
different.
A
So
lot. You can't judge a game like that. A game by alpha graphics. You
yeah,
really
yeah.
can't. Um, that being said, if it's something where they're doing an alpha play test, it needs to be. It should be of a certain level because you can actually do more damage, um, than not. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to have. This is the thing. I know why they're giving it this time because Microsoft wants to be able to hang their hat on this franchise as one of their ones that consistently sells and does well. State of Decay 2 did very well. I think that's probably why they got longer, um, despite the development hell, is because this 2 was highly profitable.
Yeah. I mean, that game was worked on for such a long time. It was a rough start,
Mm,
but
mm.
you know, But
Yeah, yeah, it was supported for a long time, wasn't it? Data
yeah.
Gate 2.
But let's
Um,
let's keep on Xbox though when it comes to that, because we'll probably see this game at June 7th, where we will see the PlayStation showcase or the Xbox showcase. Sorry,
Same thing.
yeah, along with a direct for a certain game called Gears of War E-Day, which will be immediately following the Xbox game showcase.
Hmm.
Joe, we're finally getting to see it.
Yeah,
Is it coming this year?
yes. I have a funny feeling that it's going to launch in like September or something like that.
Ooh, September.
Yeah,
So Xbox will release Gears of War the same month as Wolverine. I'll do one
I think
even.
so.
I'll do one even better. It will release the same day as It released the same day.
As Wolverine.
Yeah,
Now that would be good, wouldn't it?
it would.
Um, I like Gears of War,
I love Gears of War.
but I like Gears of War,
Uh
but
oh,
it's
but
not.
oh.
No. But I'm not. It's not my favorite type of game, so I'm not as excited for Gears of War as I would be for other games. But
That's fair.
and I hope that it's better than Gears 5,
Oh, absolutely, it
which
will. It's the reason why they're going back,
mm,
because they put themselves in such a hole now that they can't seem to get out of.
mm,
Because spoiler
yeah.
alert for anyone that's played it, it's a choice and consequence ending. So
Mm,
there you choose between two characters. I won't say who. I'll say that,
mm.
but you choose between two characters that must die, and basically they put themselves in such a hole that they've gone so far back to Emergence Day, the start of where it all began. You know?
Yeah, well, that will be. I love that. So, like, for example, in zombie games and stuff like that, I always love watching the start, like where it all unfolds, or in any kind of apocalypse things. Um, yeah, I love the, and I'm excited for. I think this will be a good. I think this will make for some great cinematic type visuals, which Gears do fantastically, and and the coalition do really well.
Yeah. I'm just really, really hoping that they pull it off, because it's been a while since Gears, and they've been. I know they've been spread helping the other teams. They've been helping a lot, so I
Mm.
won't complain too much.
No, no, I do think it's completely ridiculous. Um, I do think it's completely ridiculous. Um, if they release this, that they're releasing it on all platforms, like um but we won't go into that. That's a whole thing that we've covered many times, and I'm sure we'll cover it again. But now's not
The
the
time
time for it.
we will be going. You and I will be making what would be the best way to say it? Uh, we will be doing a prediction showcase
Hmm.
before
Yes.
before it comes out. So something for
Yeah.
people to look forward to as well. So we will be talking about that, and we'll go into depth more about certain things.
Hmm.
But I feel
Indeed.
like is it Asha?
Asha Sharma. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been
Yeah.
doing quite well with her deliverance towards things, and that even has me kind of surprised with the way she's announcing things.
Hmm. She is being smart. She's making some quick PR wins
Hmm.
with things, and that's a good thing to get you off the mark and things like that. It's get people saying about the positive things you're doing. She still has a lot to do, and I know, but they were clever little bits to things to make the community happy again, because for a long time it's the um Xbox community feeling has been sort of making lower highs and lower highs, lower highs and lower lows, with general feel, and I think it was important to try and lift that a little bit. It's the 25th year as well, obviously, so they need to try and bring back the fan fests and things like that. By the way, there's going to be some in the UK. Should we go? Should we do one together
I really want to go.
in Ireland? Maybe we could do one there.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
I really want to go to one. So that is
I went to XO19. That was good.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, let's she's that all they are really is kind of papering over the cracks. They're superficial things. They're clever, and she should do them, and she's right to do them. And I am pleased that she's doing them, but I don't think that she isn't doing anything yet that's actually changing. Um, that's changing things, and there's nothing really for people to really get excited about. Like I mean, that's one of those things that I saw Major Nelson, Larry Herb, Leisure Suit Larry, as I call him now, Leisure Suit Larry
Is
Herb.
that the reference you were making when you
Yeah,
messaged
yeah,
me?
that's the reference I was making. Yes, there's a game called Leisure Suit Larry. I won't go into it. I'll just let you do your own
I know
research.
though. I know I've seen.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
looked it up
And
afterwards.
I'm just gonna say Legislate Larry Herb should be his new name. I
Yeah.
love you, Major Nelson, like, but you should capitalize on the Legislate Larry thing. Um, anyway, he's just saying it's like yeah, he put those ideas across in like 2014. It's like well, what's been going on over there? That well, this stuff that clearly doesn't take very long to do. Like it's not that difficult if they did it that fast. Um, so yes, I'm glad that she's making some good moves. I would just urge people to just not get too ahead of themselves with
Absolutely.
with that
Like
kind of stuff because it's none of it. It's just slapping a bit of makeup on type thing. It's papering over cracks. It's putting a crown in your teeth.
something
Sorry.
that I can't guess right now, So I appreciate the pun.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah,
You're
yeah.
not the only person
Um,
that's met this joke, so I'm not going to be too disappointed with it.
okay, right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I know I was joking. But yeah. I mean, what do you think about all of it? Because like I know.
Like as we were both
Are
aware,
you in
like
the same mindset as me? Like,
I feel like I am in a way because I've been so like I already told you I sold my Xbox a long time ago. I
yeah,
when the Game Pass increases came and everything, I was like, this is not how I see it. This like I don't see myself being here when I can buy the game full price and keep it if there's a physical edition, and
mm,
play it on a console that has preferably trophies that I enjoy. So I'm gonna be collecting trophies there. Like I still have to go and like platinum Gears of War. These are all things I will be doing. So like even Forza, things like that, I will be doing that all at one point as well. But I feel she's saying all the right things. And it's making me
cheers.
get it.
And they did say something about tiering Game Pass and fusing it with Netflix and stuff like that.
Yeah. But like they
All
are
all,
getting rid
all
of
decent
aren't
ideas, but like,
but can
yeah,
they land?
can they what?
Can they land though? That's the thing. Can these ideas
Land?
land?
Oh, land. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's the speech
Who knows?
impediment right now, because
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
the
Who knows? And to be honest with you, like, I think I'm trying to be open minded with in terms of Asher and what she's doing, and I think it seems like she's going to do some good things, but and ultimately until Microsoft addresses the massive elephant in the room or the elephants in the room, which is are the games gonna they need to do something about exclusivity. They need to they also need another reason for people to stay using their their ecosystem like
Game
um
Pass. So
well I mean not just Game Pass man but like the Xbox app like most people on PC prefer to play on Steam
yeah,
and
exactly.
use that
Yeah.
and the Steam community area and Discord and things like that. Microsoft needs something to keep people invested in that app
Hmm.
um and stuff and like it's all very well playing your games on Steam and stuff like that but you still have the console market and if Xbox, if there's a compelling community or reason to keep that Xbox on and keep it as a piece in your living room or in your bedroom or wherever it is, you then it will stay relevant. Um, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. Positive. My ultimate conclusion on that is she's making positive footsteps, um, apparently. But I'm not. I'm really. There's nothing that I'm excited about. So yeah.
Yeah, like it's all we can do is hope that Xbox finds something positive to go their way, because right now it's a bit rough. I mean, it's just rough in the gaming industry as a whole. But something to look forward to is new games. And remember licensed IPs? Remember that?
I do indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, we I remember back in the day when we used to get like EA Lord of the Rings games.
Mm.
Quite great ones, shall I say?
Oh man, the Lord of the Rings, the second and third one, the games on the old PS2,
Yeah,
nothing short of
amazing.
outstanding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're getting a new one. Allegedly, we're actually allegedly getting two new games from the Middle Earth series. Kingdom Come Deliverance devs working on a Lord of the Rings game. It's claimed this is over at Inside Gaming by Andrew Hyten. It says Warhorse Studios has been busy capitalizing on the success of the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in the last 12 months, and the time will come for the studio to move on and suggest that there already has been some people from the development team of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. God, that's a tongue twister with this fucking
Mm.
uh, problem in my mouth. Working on the new Lord of the Rings game. See, this is actually something I heard about, I want to say, 8 months ago, roughly.
Mm.
I did hear about this, but
Mm.
I was like, well, that's just probably going to get shut down at some point. But the rumors have came up again, so we won't see anything about this for like another 2 or 3 years. But
Yeah.
what would they even do? Is like, would they work in the same type of way that they are making Kingdom Come Deliverance?
In the sense that I don't think they.
Realism.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love it if they did. Um, I don't know what they would do. I have no idea. Um, what they would do. I know that I do know this. There's so much material in Middle Earth and the law there that there's so much they could do. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there, you pick your time period. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much, and so many cool stories that could be told and written about and stuff, or or created. I just I would be very very excited if this was true. Warhorse are a very 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 talented studio,
Criminally
and
underrated.
sorry.
Criminally underrated.
Yeah, I mean, what they did with Kingdom Come Deliverance and how they improved upon it for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was like breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Sorry.
Keanu
And
Reeves reference right
yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, from the
They're not real
subtitle reveal.
Xbox fans. They don't know.
No, exactly. Yeah. But look, yeah, I think it would be. I mean, what do you think it would be? Like,
Um, See, on
I
that,
think it's just hard to pick.
it really, really is. Like, but for me, I think the second team developing one, which is Crystal Dynamics, I think I'd be more inclined to like their one. Like, but we should also read these teams both are heavily staked by Tencent. Tencent do have are investing in both these companies, so and they also own uh the Middle Earth IP. So, you know, that's just something to put into consideration. But
Mm.
however, I feel like this one could be a really, really cool, realistic game somewhere in Middle Earth. And I don't know if it'll be for me personally. I would play it because I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. But as opposed to the Crystal Dynamics game, who are also allegedly working on one, I feel like their one will be a more third person, over the shoulder kind of impact, like, like probably during the
Shadow of War,
yeah,
Shadow of Mordor.
yeah,
Um, you think that kind of thing?
yeah.
Uh, Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, and I have no idea, by the way. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some kind of Ring of Power thing.
Mm. I mean, yeah, it would be possible. It would be possible, but these are things that won't be announced for a long while. But it's always nice to talk about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. I mean, anything Lord of the Rings, I'll be well hyped for.
yeah,
Um,
like
and yeah,
like with Crimson Desert, I kind of get some of that feel with some of the outfits and stuff that they have as well. And like there's like staffs and like to be honest, there's just so much in that game. Like you could say something about a certain thing, and the game has it. You know, like it's just insane the amount of stuff in it. So,
mm,
but yeah, I I don't even like. There was a Crimson Desert patch that came out recently, and
yeah.
it like they've released like 3 patches since the game's come out, and they've fundamentally changed the way the entire game plays, which is insane. It has like a new 4K update as well that arrived on PlayStation today, and
Okay.
the game itself has just completely changed for the better, of course. I feel like if people were to get into it now, they'll have way better experience than what they did at day one.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what to say too much about it because I'm just absolutely gloating about the game. Like I will be talking about this game for weeks and weeks and weeks because I'm still playing it, and I will
Yeah.
be playing it for another few months anyway. So yeah, I think that's all I can say about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Is there,
I'm excited to get around to it.
yeah, is there anything else that we can talk about? I don't think there is. I think like
Well,
that.
there was the thing we missed last week. Obviously, PlayStation closing down a studio.
Oh
Is it?
yes, PlayStation closed down. Is it the Shadow Outlaws? Something Outlaws.
Cinemaverse Labs. Yeah,
Cineverse
yeah.
Labs is a new thing that they've just acquired. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah. Hang on a moment. What am I talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, they acquired them like quite recently actually.
Where is it? Hang on. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did acquire them quite recently. What's the one that they've done there? What's the one they closed down? They closed down a studio recently. Um, to be honest with you, all I wanted to say about this is that it's a bit of a nothing burger, really. The game, like, it's a shame, but people who will try and doom uh, talk this, it's nothing more than a shame. It's a nothing burger in terms. It doesn't mean anything like in terms of oh Sony this, Sony, do you know what I mean? It's I think it was one of those things where it's like their venture into uh service type games and stuff and multiplayer and
Yeah,
yeah, and it just they just decided to cut their losses with it. It's a shame for the people there and any talent and stuff that or games that we won't see because obviously there's been loads of games cancelled recently. Um, well, that we found out about, but yeah. I mean, what do you think about it?
with that acquiring of Cineverse Labs, it's basically that studio is basically going to be working on updating the PSSR on the PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. It's a good
That's what
acquisition.
yeah, that's what that's mainly for. And West Ham have now equalized with Leeds. It's 2-2 with 4 minutes left, and
Are you joking?
I want to go hang myself because that's just how Leeds are. Love it, love it, love it. But it's 2-2, so yeah. Leeds throwing away 2-0 lead. Nothing new there. Didn't want to be in the cup anyway. Stupid cup. Um, yeah, no. There was also I can't remember the exact name of the studio that was closed down, but I think it was like Outlaw Studios or something Outlaw that
Hmm.
they closed down. Outlaw Studio PlayStation. I'll just see here. No, this is literally not helping. But yeah, no, they closed it down. The game director was actually talking about how that game was a single player game, and they were like, they thought it was going to be a really good first person shooter, which is disappointing because PlayStation needs a first person shooter, I think, and they don't really have one in their catalog.
Yeah. No, I know, but I mean, I don't. I think. Do they need one?
I mean, not really with Call of Duty and stuff like
Um.
that, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a shame, but yeah. But do they need one that's like because first person shooters are best as multiplats anyway.
Yeah, true.
Um. Like well, unless like it's an RPG or something,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But yeah. Um.
No, it wasn't. It
Yeah.
was just like a new solo single
Mm.
player game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a shame to see another studio closing, but like it's gonna be hard to say what comes next. Like after there isn't that much games that we know about from PlayStation also, so it'll be interesting to see what comes from them.
Mm. It will be. Yeah. 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 Mm.
But
Indeed.
I but I think that's all the gaming news for this week. Knowing us now that we'll finish this
Yeah.
show and something massive will happen, but we'll touch on it next week if it does.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Joe, if people want to hit you up, where can they find you?
Hit me up on pretty much anywhere as Mopish Lawyer. Um, Most importantly, catch me here. Um, and Yeah, I mean, yeah, drop me a follow. Find me on LinkedIn. My name's Joe Evans. Like, if you're in gaming, yeah. Uh, Thanks for having me again, man. Like, it's always a lot of fun to chat with you. I'm very sorry about your beloved Leeds.
Ah,
Um,
yeah. Well, that's just
yeah.
nothing. I'm used to disappointment, so it's fine. But yeah, everyone, thank you. Leave a comment if you want to talk about what you're looking forward to when it comes to Xbox or anything about Lord of the Rings or even most just anything at all to bring up in the next show. So, without
Mm.
further ado, thank you for listening and goodbye.